Join me as I take on the ultimate challenge, conquering anxiety with the unstoppable power of Stoic wisdom. This isn't just another self-help experiment. This is a battle against that relentless mental noise, the creeping what-ifs, and the endless cycle of stress that holds so many of us back. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, stuck, or weighed down by fear, you are not alone. And guess what? You are not powerless. Stoicism is the ultimate weapon against anxiety. We live in an age of never-ending notifications, skyrocketing expectations, and constant comparison. Anxiety thrives in this chaos, feeding on uncertainty and self-doubt. But here's the truth. Anxiety isn't new. The Stoics faced war, exile, and betrayal, and they still found peace. How? By mastering the mind, shifting their perspective, and taking control of what truly matters. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. Are you ready? Let's go. Breaking free from the chains of anxiety. Anxiety is like an invisible prison. It convinces us we're stuck, powerless, and alone. But the Stoics knew the truth. We always have control over our thoughts, our actions, and our mindset. Think about it. Ever felt your heart race before a big meeting, even though you prepared? Ever stayed up at night, replaying an awkward conversation? Ever let fear hold you back from an incredible opportunity? That's anxiety running the show. But today, we take back control. The Stoic secret: control what you can, let go of what you can't. One of the most powerful Stoic principles is simple but life-changing. Focus only on what you can control. You can't control traffic, but you can control how you react to it. You can't control people's opinions, but you can control whether you let them define you. You can't control the future, but you can control how you prepare for it. Epictetus said it best: happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within your control, and some things are not. The moment we embrace this, boom, anxiety loses its grip. 5 powerful Stoic tactics to crush anxiety. 1. The power of now. Stay present, stay strong. Marcus Aurelius, the OG of Stoic wisdom, reminded himself, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Anxiety lives in the past and future, never in the present. So when fear strikes, stop. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, am I in danger right now? Is my mind creating problems that don't exist? What can I do in this moment to take back control? The more you train yourself to stay present, the weaker anxiety becomes. 2. Negative visualization. Fear-proof your mind. Seneca dropped one of the most eye-opening Stoic truths. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Think about it. How often do we stress over things that never happen? The Stoics had a hack for this: negative visualization. They would imagine the worst-case scenario, not to dwell on fear, but to prove to themselves they could handle it. Try this. Next time fear takes over, ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? If it did happen, how would I handle it? Has anyone else survived something like this? When you do this, you'll realize 99% of the time, the worst case isn't that bad. And just like that, anxiety loses its power. 3. The view from above. Zoom out. Gain perspective. When anxiety takes over, it's because we're too zoomed in. The Stoics had a fix. Zoom out. Imagine looking down at yourself from above. Now zoom out even more. See yourself as part of a vast world in a massive universe. Now ask, will this matter in a year, 5 years, 10? Am I letting a temporary feeling dictate my life? What really deserves my energy right now? Boom. Just like that, you've taken the power back. Anxiety thrives on tunnel vision. Widen your view and it disappears. 4. Journaling for mental clarity. Get your thoughts out. The Stoics were big on journaling, and for good reason. It clears the mind. When anxious thoughts swirl around in your head, they gain power. Writing them down, that takes their power away. Every morning, jot down, what's worrying me today? Is this within my control? What's one small action I can take to improve my mindset? Journaling forces you to slow down and think rationally, which is the enemy of anxiety. 5. Memento mori. Embrace the temporary nature of life. This might sound dark, but it's actually liberating. The Stoics constantly reminded themselves we are all temporary. Knowing this makes anxiety seem trivial. Next time you're anxious, think, will this matter at the end of my life? What do I want to focus on instead? How can I live fully right now? By embracing life's impermanence, we stop sweating the small stuff and start truly living. The challenge: take back your mind. Anxiety thrives in silence, but today we break that silence. I challenge you to try these Stoic techniques for 1 week. Every morning, remind yourself what's in my control. Every night, write down one worry that never actually happened. Whenever fear strikes, ask, can I control this? Try negative visualization for 5 minutes a day. Zoom out and see your problems from a wider perspective. The more you practice, the stronger you become. This is how you rewire your mind, build resilience, and free yourself from fear. Final thoughts: anxiety doesn't own you, you own your mind. The Stoics faced betrayal, war, and death, yet they remained unshaken. Why? Because they mastered their minds. And so can you. If this video fired you up, let me know in the comments. Have you struggled with anxiety? Let's talk about it. And if you want even more mind-strengthening Stoic wisdom, check out my next video. It's packed with strategies to take your mindset to the next level. Before you go, hit that like button, subscribe to the Stoic Freeman, and turn on notifications so you never miss another drop of wisdom. You're now part of the Stoic Freeman community, where we get stronger, wiser, and unstoppable. Anxiety doesn't define you. You define how you respond to it. Stay strong, stay present, stay stoic.